Hey, Railbirds, Kevin here. Got some more 9-ball action for you from the 2018 Derby City Classic. Up next, we have Karen Corr versus Joey Gray. That's a pretty good lag there by Joey. That'll win you the lag most of the time, no matter what your opponent does. Short of them freezing the ball on the rail. All right, we are playing some Derby City rules 9-ball, which is mostly like CSI rules, but maybe slightly different. To rack your own, the break is the winner's option, which is one of the variations. 9 on the break is a win in every pocket, even though it's rack your own. Jump cues are not allowed. If you want to jump the ball, you must do so with the full playing cue. Can't even use your break cue. And as always, 3-foul rule is in effect. And as I mentioned, I'm your host, Kevin Ross, with Railbirds Productions. Thanks for joining us today. Uh-oh. Joey not off to a very auspicious beginning. Ball in hand for Karen. Although the 1, 2, 3, 4 opposite ends of the table is going to be moving back and forth. And the main problem is obviously going to be that 4 ball. So 3 to the 4, she'll want to be probably like from 1 to the 2 to the 3. When she gets on the 3, she'll want to be over here somewhere for the cue ball in this direction for the 4 over there. Yeah, the 1 and the 2 shouldn't be a problem for her. It says 3 to the 4. That's going to be a critical shot. Oh, she tried to break him up right there. Yeah, now I might just play safety, and that's what she's going to do. Just going to thin off the 3, get the cue ball 2 rails underneath this cluster of balls. And that's a nice shot. So we're going 2 rails. All right. Now we are playing 3-foul rule. That does put Joey on 2 fouls. So she might want to try drawing the cue ball all the way down near this bottom rail. Try to play safe on the 4. Shoot the 4 out of there. Stick the cue ball behind the 6. That would be an option. She's put a little bit of angle on this. I think she's going to try to get straight in on the 4. And how's the speed? Oh, that's pretty good speed. It's not out of the woods yet, though. Looks like she might have just a hair bit of angle. She can draw into the 7 and take a long shot on the 5. She would actually like to draw into the 7 to open up that 6 a little bit, but, not get hooked behind the 7. Oh, no. Disaster. All right, now if you're Karen, do you try to hit this 5 or do you play an intentional safety? Like maybe bank to 6 back into that cluster of balls. I don't know. It's a tough hit. All right, that's going to bring Joey to the table, ball in hand. Yeah, this is a pretty nice layout to get started with ball in hand. Just 1 rail to the center of the table. This is all right. I think you would have preferred to have been a little bit more towards the center of the table, a little bit more angle on this 6. Ooh, he's come up just a hair short. Now he's got to shoot this to the other corner. I think he was trying to come up for the 7 in the bottom right corner and came up just a little short, but he still has a shot to the left corner. Oh, nicely done. Held up that cue ball nicely. That's perfect. Joey doesn't quite have the speed of this table down yet. It's still the first game. Nice shot. All right. Joey Gray draws first blood. Just race to 9. Yeah, this is fun. We don't get to see Karen play the guys too often. Like most of the time, you see Karen Corr playing. She's usually like playing like Allison Fisher, it seems. But yeah, it's fun to get to see Karen play the guys. In fact, we even have a few matches of Karen Corr on our channel, but of course she's she's playing playing some women players from the North American Pool Tour. Joey with the break. It looks like a dry break. All right, it looks like a little too thin of a cut to cut this in. She might be able to thin off the right side of the one, a lot of right spin, bring the cue ball back down table underneath those cluster of balls. She may just bank the one out of there and try to get the cue ball behind the 7 also. Did she leave a shot? I think she left a shot. Gonna try to run right into that 8 ball, hold up the cue ball. Yeah, I think he was trying to avoid the 8. I think he was trying to come around table. But judging by the speed that he hit that. Long shot for Karen, tough cut to the corner, or she could try to bank to 2 out of there, leave the cue ball behind the 7, but it's also kind of a tough shot from this distance. Oh, nice shot. Ooh, not much of a reward. From this angle, does not look like the 3 goes in the side off the 8. I think she can bank the 3 out of there, let the cue ball roll forward behind the 8 for a safety. If that's not available to her, she could try to shoot this with some bottom right, get the cue ball back behind the 9-6, the 3 ball up table off the 8. But I think she can just bank the 3 out of there, roll forward with the cue ball, put the cue ball in behind the 8. Nicely done. And if that 3 would have gone in, that would have been okay because she had a shot on the 5. Oh, wait, the 4 ball's still on table. Oops, never mind. Don't go in 3. This is a tough one to hit. You know, kicking, to this bottom rail and then up at the 3, you can only hit it on, basically only on the right side of the 3. And hit it on the left side of the 3, it's going in the drink, so it's a small target. And, like I say, he hit it on the left side of the 3 and in the drink it went, so it was a well-placed 3 ball by Karen. Not that she was necessarily trying to do that. She was just trying to get the cue ball behind the 8. But it ended up in a really nice spot. All right, and this shot, I like getting the cue ball out around here, so when you shoot the 4, you can draw 2 rails at the 5. That's the angle I like. Ooh, she gets straight in on this. She has a little bit of angle. She can follow 2 rails, but then you're going across the line for the 5 instead of at the 5, which is, this direction is not the preferred way to play position, but yeah, you just got to make do with what you got. But that was nice speed. She's straight in the 5. Draw back about a foot. And from here, these are sitting pretty nice. That was a nice touch there. It's so hard to control the speed on draw shots. It's so easy to under or overdraw. It's one of those things that people just don't practice enough. Shooting draw shot drills. All right, nicely done. Karen ties it up, 1 apiece. We got some more matches from Derby City coming up after this match. So be sure to hit that subscribe button so you get notified when we upload those matches. There's more to come. Be sure to share with your friends too. If you like what we do, spread the love. All right, Karen with the break. See if she makes this 3 ball in the corner. 3 ball straight in the corner, 1 straight in the side. So she's already got this break dialed in, and it's her first break. These balls spread out nicely. Nice shot on the 2 to start with. 2 rails back to the center of the table. And Bob's your uncle. Or if you want to be more formal about it, Robert's your father's brother. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue the same as Bob's your uncle. Oh no. Oh, did she just hook him? Is he hooked? That would be pretty fortunate for Karen if that's the case. But Joey doesn't look too concerned. He must have a shot on this too. Yeah, he's got a shot. That looks pretty good. Nicely done. Yeah, just come up short side on the 5. Just drag the cue ball over. Shoot the 5 up table. Whoa, slow down 5. All right, this is okay. He can still roll forward for the 6 on the side. He didn't end up with too much angle for that. Another half inch over, maybe an inch over, he'd have too much angle to roll forward with the 6 on the side, but it's a nice shot. Yeah, you could slow roll this with some inside English or go around. I kind of like the slow roll with inside English because that pretty much guarantees you're going to be in the right line for the 7. Going around 3 rails, you're crossing the line for the 7, so it's so easy to end up off angle, kind of like he did right here. But this isn't bad. He should be able to handle this. Oh, yep, that's my fault. I talked him right out of that. Brings Karen to the table with a nice little 3 ball out. Nice shot on the 7 to start with. Just roll forward for short side on the 9. Oh no. Joey says, thank you very much. Joey going to take a break. Funny, I would expect it would be Karen to be the one taking the break there, but after missing that ball, but it's all right. You know, I actually don't know what the rule is here at Derby City regarding practice while on break. Yeah, at any CSI rules tournament, that's not allowed. That in the North American Pool Tour, that is allowed. Derby City, I don't know what the rule is. Breaking from the same spot that Karen broke from, where she had nice success. Let's see if he gets the 6 in the corner and or 1 in the side. 1 in the side. 6 was not anywhere near the corner, though. Nice break. 1's gone. One rail follow up for the 3. Not the easiest of shots to start with. It's one way to make it. I can't really tell. I think he can kind of drift down between the 9-5 for the 5 up in the far corner. Maybe kind of like a center ball stun type shot. Maybe, I think it'll just barely miss the 6. But it's real hard to tell the exact angle here on camera. At the table, it probably looks entirely different. All right, these when balls are in the pockets, it can be a little bit tricky to play position off of. I like playing position off of the top side of the 4 to the side rail and across. You could try to go the other way, like this way, but off that rail. But then you take the risk of going this way instead of this way. You know, if you come off the top of the 4, you're coming across this way, which seems like it might. That'd be my preference. You could get to the 5 either way, but it'd be my preference to go off the top of the 4. And she went the other way and get a shot. Does she have a shot to the side? I don't know. If she does not have it, can she thin off the 5 cue ball back here behind those balls maybe? Looks like she's shooting maybe the 5 to the corner. Nope, just playing safe. Did she get him? Yeah, I think she got him. Is he trying to like curve this to make the 5? He is. Ooh, nice try. Just over curved it just a little. All right, can she avoid the 7? And this angle looks like she can avoid the 7. So like I said, she's going to run into the 7. To end up with almost straight in on the 6-9 combination. Not an easy shot, though. There's a considerable distance between the cue ball and the 6, and it's a slightly off angle, so this is not an easy shot. Oh, she hit it nice. Oh, and got the backup safety behind the 7. Very nice. Ties it up 2 apiece. So Fargo Rate says they're pretty evenly matched. It's not exactly the same Fargo rating, but they're close. So Fargo rate says it should be a close match, and well, so far it's a close match. Let's see how the final score ends up. See how close it is. All right, let's see if Karen breaks from that left side rail like she broke from before, where she made, well, she had a very, I don't know why she's changing. She broke from the left side before. She made the wing ball in the corner and made the one on the side. That seemed like a pretty good spot to break from. Not sure why she's switching sides. Yeah, I don't understand that. Her last break was the other side, and it was a great break from the other side. All right, where do you push out to? Guess up in the vicinity of that 9 ball, I guess. Yeah, I guess bank the one. Yeah, bank the one towards that 7-3 area, trying to leave the cue ball behind the 5. It's tough from this distance. It's a tough shot, though. You might even pass it back, but probably not. I think I'd keep this. Because even if you don't get her hooked with the 5, that he doesn't like it. He's passing it back. And you could even just thin off the left side of the of the one. One ball goes this way, cue ball comes back this way. Trying to get under that 3-4, or even maybe a little less spin, trying to get under the 8, but those are tough shots. All right, I think she's trying to get back under the 3-4 and just caught it just a little too full. Yeah, it was tough from that distance, shooting from the rail. A little bit tricky on this shot. You kind of want a little bit of high right where a cue ball just catches the rail, comes out this way and over here. Oh no, he's playing for the bank. He's playing for the bank, and he's gone a little bit too much forward. So I don't think the bank's available. Well, I don't know. From this angle, the bank looks okay. From the other camera angle, it looked like it was double kiss, but from here, it looks okay. There it is. Yep, nicely done. Controlled the cue ball very nicely. Ooh. Slow down. Yeah, just play for short side on the 7, a little bit of left spin, or try to shoot this a little to inside, try to hold it up. And he shot that with some inside to hold it up, and that's a nice shot. It was going right towards the side pocket, but he hit it with good speed so that even if you have to put it on the line to the pocket, make sure you just don't hit it hard enough to get there. Yeah, it's the old Burt Kinnister thing, you know. If you have to put the cue ball on the line to the pocket, just don't hit it hard enough to get there. Obviously. All right, nice run out there by Joey. So Joey's been racking the 2 at the back of the rack. A lot of the players have been racking the 2 at the back. In fact, some of them even told me that it was required, which is why I was giving out bad information on some previous matches. So they made me think that the 2 at the back of the rack was required, but nope, that is absolutely not required for this tournament. So somehow a rumor got started. Don't know how that happened. He clobbered those nicely. Did he make anything? Nobody home. The nice little 1-4 combination to get started with. You just have to make sure that you have a nice angle on this 1 after you make the combination to get up for the 2. And well, she's got plenty of angle, all right. Heck, you know, this is such a thin cut. Might be tempted to play safe here. Banked one out of there, dragged a cue ball over and behind the 8. But if you can cut it in, by all means, do so. Although this leave on the 2 is no gift. You go for the back cut, let the cue ball loose. Nah, just bank the 2 out of there, play safe. Uh-oh, that's leaked out. A lot of distance, not an easy shot, but it's a shot. Just follow 1 rail back to the center of the table. Looks like he's kind of jacking up on this, trying to draw to the side rail. It does make the shot more difficult. Yeah, he practically jumped out of his shoes on that one. On camera, it looked like he had the angle where you can follow to the end rail and back to the center, but he didn't like it, so that angle must not have been available to him. Maybe he thought the cue ball would have been going. Maybe it was too straight on the 2. Cue ball's going too far to the left. I don't know. He didn't like the follow for whatever reason. Good hit. And that's going to set up near perfect for Joey. Yeah, looks like he's dead straight. Looks like he can follow down for the three at the bottom right corner. Yeah, he'll want to be just about straight in on the three so he can shoot stop for the five on the side. From this angle, he might even choose to. Pardon me. You can go two rails still for the five on the side. Whoa, he's overhit that a little. Ooh. Just barely has enough to cut this in. So Joey still doesn't quite have the speed down on this table yet. He's still dialing in. Nice recovery. Just two rails back towards the seven for the 7-8 combination. And yeah, I would play for the combination here. I wouldn't be trying to bring the cue ball all the way up table for the 7 in the corner, but he is. Hey, if he can hit it like that, if he can hit it that good, by all means do that. But it's easy to get kind of like a weird angle on that where all of a sudden, you got a difficult shot. Whereas that combination looked pretty easy, but hey, he's at the table, not me. Oh, and his Frogger rating's like 70 points higher than mine. All right, nice out there by Joey. Extends his lead, 4-2, race to 9. Watch the wing ball and the one ball. All right, he's made balls on the break. He's made 3 balls on the break, but none of those 3 balls were the wing ball straight into the corner or the one on the side. So that's not exactly repeatable because balls were getting kind of kissed around and knocked in. So it's not repeatable, but still a pretty nice break. He's jacked up over the 7, but unfortunately all he has to do is just make the 1 and position on the 3 will be automatic. Get in there. All right. Ooh, he has let this roll forward a bit. I think he can cut this on the side and go down table and back up table. Yeah, I don't think that 8 is in the path. I think it's going to come just to the right of the 8 and 9. I know he's not liking it. He's thinking it's going to go into the 8. All right, haven't left much for Karen. Just gonna come off the left side of the 3, cue ball up table. Ooh, that's gonna get in behind the 5, isn't it? Oh, nice shot, Karen. Man, that 8 looks like it's taking off some valuable real estate to kick at this. Kick 2 rails under the 3. Nice hit. All right, that safety has earned Karen a nice shot at this 3 to start with. And I think she has a little, yeah, she's got a little bit of angle. But it's still a pretty flat angle. I mean, she may have to kind of punch this a little to get more closer to the center of the table. Just high left will leave you an angle on the 7. Where there's then she has to go 2 rails around back for the 8. But she has a nice touch. This shouldn't be a problem for her. Whoa, slow down, cue ball. Whoa, cue ball. With the speed she hit that, I think she was actually planning on going past the 8 for short side on the 8. Nice touch. Nice touch, but this bank to the side isn't that hard. It's not that difficult to bank this to the side, and cue ball's naturally going to come around 3 rails for the 9. He's going the other way. He's banking the 8 at the corner, or maybe he's just playing safe. I think he's just playing safe, but he's actually hit it a little too full for safe and is left a shot. Left a shot, but this is not an easy shot. You gotta shoot this rail first. I think just shooting the 8 straight in with a high right won't. I don't think that's gonna work. I think you gotta go rail first on this. I mean, you can go high right with a lot of right spin, but putting a lot of right spin from this distance makes that a really tough shot. If you don't put a lot of right spin on it, the cue ball's just gonna die. Yeah, I think you gotta go rail first. And she is, and that's a nice shot. And that's gonna come down for a nice shot on the 9. Actually, I thought it was going to come down. I thought it was going to hit the rail and come down for the 9 a little bit more than that. But this is not a bad shot at the 9. You know, it's not an easy shot, but you know, she's a favorite to make this. Oh boy. Yeah, Karen's really struggling. She's not playing like the Karen that we know. Joey extends his lead 5-2. Race to 9. Past the halfway point. All right, see, does he make the 3 in the corner or the 1 in the side? No and no. So like I was saying last break, even though he made 3 balls on the break, none of those 3 balls were the winged ball in the corner or the 1 on the side. So the balls that were going in, they were getting kissed in off other balls, so that's not exactly repeatable. So even though he broke them from the same spot this time, dry break. Oh, she's going for that 9 ball. Nice 2-way shot because let's shoot the 1 ball goes up table. So I like the way you think, Karen. Oh, nice hit. All right, do you try to shoot this 1 on the side or do you try to play safe behind all these balls? You can shoot the 1 on the side and end up with a shot to the 2 to the bottom right corner. Oh, and shoot the 1 to the corner. And end up straight into the 2 to the corner. That was a pretty nice shot there. Just unfortunately, that she ended up on top of this 5 ball. Nice little stun forward. Very nice shot. Now she's nicely back in line. Ooh, get there, cue ball. All right, she's fine.
It got there.
It did. It got there.
Hello, everybody. Sherry here.
Yep. Howdy, howdy. Welcome, welcome.
I made it. I guess I'll be right back. Somebody's looking at me.
Someone's looking at you? Okay. So, yeah, this was exactly what Karen needs. She needs a nice open layout. Get this game under her belt. Get that arm loosened up. Get the confidence going again. Close up that gap on the scoreboard. Yep, that's just what the doctor ordered. Joey says that's good. They are playing the no concede rule, where if you concede the game, you lose that game plus one more. But you will see almost nobody actually enforcing that. All right, let's see if Karen goes back to the other side of the table where she had such a nicely successful break before. If she can get these balls to rack to her satisfaction. Yeah, well, she's staying with this side of the table, but she's moved the cue ball out away from the rail. Last time she broke from this side, she broke from the rail. All right, she made the wing ball straight into the corner. So that's a much more successful break. Here, I prefer playing for the 2-4 combination as opposed to, like, say, the 2-7 combination, or even trying to get for the 2 in one of those open pockets. I like just high right or even center right.
Get on the 2-9.
Center right, this way for the 2-4. I like that better than, because the 4 is the 4 is a really big pocket, a big target.
Yeah, and it's hanging.
And it's easy to get a shot on the 2 after the 2-4 combination. So that's the shot I like.
Yeah.
But we all know Karen definitely sees the game of 9-ball way different than I do. She's going for the 9.
Oh, she's ducking.
Okay, not going for the 9.
Yeah, but Joey might.
He might.
He can cut the 1 and send
He
the
can
cue
do
ball.
both. No, he can bank the 1 at the 9 and send the cue ball
And
at the 9.
rail the cue ball at the 9.
He's going to have the 1 ball and the cue ball racing towards the 9, and they'll probably kiss each other.
I think he's going to do the thin cut and let the cue ball play the scratch shot on the cut on the 1. Because he doesn't have to hit it, but maybe a diamond down the rail to get the cue ball back up here to pocket the 9.
I like the bank the 1 at the 9. He's just going for he's not falling for any of it. He's just playing safe, and
I don't think he's safe.
That's not safe.
No, it's all Karen has to do is make this ball, and it's coming down table for that 2-4 combination.
Yeah, unless she sees something else that she likes better.
Yeah, I think you just cut the ball with a tiny bit of high and let the cue ball come naturally around table. Looks like she's putting a little bit of left on it, a little help in English, a little bit run around the table.
Yeah, she might be trying to come under this 7 for the 2 in one of those pockets on the left side of the table.
That's in the hole.
Oh, no.
Yeah, with ball in hand, Joey's going to shoot the 2 probably in that left-hand side pocket.
Yeah, that's
Follow forward for the 4 ball some.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to shoot the 2-9. I think he's going to run these out.
No, but I'm thinking he's going to start with he's going to shoot the 2 in the side so he can just roll forward. So that so the shot that he has on the 4 allows him to just slide underneath the 7 to go to the 5.
Like so. Just make sure you leave yourself angle.
Yeah, because you got to get to the 7.
Heck, you might even just want to bounce off the rail and stay high with the 7 just to make sure you have angle, because you don't want to get straight in on this 5. Okay, he's not straight. That's perfect.
Not trying to stop on the way in. Good shot. Because you can always, I mean, it's a 9-foot table. You can let it. He can let his stroke out here and go back and forth. You know, up and down table here at the 7, or he can just try to pocket speed, which that's what he's done, and just draw this back a few inches. He looks like he's going to the rail and back out for the 9.
And with that, Joey back to winning games again, extending his lead 6-3. So Joey's been breaking from over on the left side of the table on screen without a lot of success. So let's see if he changes it up this time. No, he's still breaking from the exact same spot. All right, let's see if he makes a 3 in the corner or the 1 in the side.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Yes on both counts.
Yes.
His adjustment
and
was
the 5, and is the 2 gonna sit up?
His adjustment was, I'm just gonna clobber him like twice as hard as last time.
2 to the 4, and I mean it's natural. You just gotta. You
Wow,
might have to straighten it up just a little bit to come in between the 9-6.
Yeah, he clobbered those.
Yeah, he
He had
hit
4
good.
balls on that. 4 balls on that break.
And he's gonna spin above it. Nice.
Yeah, he just wants to be out in the middle of the table for the 6, so he can come across for the 7.
Yeah.
Just make sure he leaves himself angle on the 6. Don't get straight. That's all you gotta do.
It depends on a
Just
lot
like
of
that.
players. This is the routine. Those shots that come up all the time. Some people though do like to be on the, more towards the rail and draw across table.
Yeah, I'm not
shooting this.
I'm not one of those people. This is exactly where I want to be.
Yeah. Well, and if you're doing textbook, it's what you're supposed to do there, And
Although he did get a little funny on this, where the follow is going to take it straight at the 9.
Yeah, but he's just going to either roll it in or he's going to slide off of it and shoot the 9 in the same hole. Just roll it in and take and he actually overcut that ball too because it hit the side rail and able to hold it up for a nice shot on the 9.
All right, nice break and run by Joey. All right, he's definitely figured out how to break him that time, so let's keep it up. Keep it going.
Yeah. It's a controlled explosion, the break.
Kind of like a nuclear reactor, a controlled explosion.
No, like demolition. Controlled explosions.
All right. Well, not only did he make the wing ball and the one in the side, he also made 2 more in addition to that last time. Let's see if he continues that trend. All right, wing ball, 1 ball, both straight in.
And then the 2's going to come up
All right,
for a shot.
Yeah, this looks nice. Up and down tables, back to the center of the table for the 3.
Yeah, and that's really the 3 back to the 4 is going to be the toughest shot here.
Yep.
Coming back in between, not drawing into, depending on what angle he gets, but the angle he would like, not drawing it too much and running into the 4, not hitting the 5, not scratching in the other side. There's a lot of things that can happen with the angle. Yeah, that's the angle you want. Wants to see how far up table he can be, where that cone is.
Yeah.
because this is a thin shot, and he's 4 feet away, 4.5 feet away from it.
All right, how's the speed looks pretty good.
He could even
And
float. Can he float this in and
yeah,
shoot
from
the
this
4 up
angle.
in the corner?
Yeah, from this angle, absolutely.
That might. He looks like he's drawn out to the center of the table for
I
the
think
4.
it's that drag draw shot, whereas, yeah, like so.
There you
That's
go.
a nice
Yeah.
shot. He's got perfect angle to come out for the 5.
Yeah, center ball. Straight out for the 5 ball. All he's got to do is pocket this, and you don't have to stumble or like hammer the ball or something to not get a shot on the 5 here. Oh, he's
Ooh, never a doubt.
cheated it to the maximum.
All right, looks like he's dead straight on this 5. All right, deep screw on the white.
Yep. Snatching his rock. Oh, he snatched it right
Wow.
out the hole.
I was not expecting that.
All right, Karen, go get him.
All right. This is tough, though. How do you get to the 6 from here? That cue ball's running right into those balls.
Now you got to try and slide around him.
Yeah, like bottom left.
Yeah. Yeah, slide to about where the chalk is.
A little bit of draw to bring it over to here, and then left spin to come this way.
Yep.
That's a tough shot. Although Earl hit a couple of those just like that,
That's
back to back.
That's JD's road shot.
Yeah, the old bottom left here. This is a tough shot.
Yeah, that's JD's road shot. I love it. I like hitting it. It's one of the ones I like hitting on people too.
If she really hates it, she could, bank the 5 straight up that way, and the cue ball comes over here. I think, if she really doesn't like the
some
shot.
Bottom left on this ball here. Run into the 8, but she's still getting out there. Nice shot.
Yeah, it worked out nice. Even hitting the 8, she still got there.
And she's opened the 8 balls easier now too.
Yeah, everything's easier now.
Open spaces. Just one rail straight down at it.
Hey, that's good. You don't have to shoot those.
Same shot for the 9 ball.
Yeah, she can even draw those 2 rails at the 9 also. If you want to stroke it a little more.
Yeah, I think the snooker background in her, she's going to hit this exactly like she hit that 7. Well, she's cueing at the bottom.
That's a nice shot. He says that's good.
That's good, Karen. The best safe is not letting the guy get back to the table.
Those are the best ones.
Those are the safest safes. Just run out. And so there's not a lot of women that, not that, that I would actually want to pay to get lessons from, and Karen is one of them. It's a lot of things that the men do that, that I want to learn how to do. And
all right, well, she made the wing ball last time she broke, but she's still changing the position where she broke from. She broke from about 6 inches to the right of there last time, but she liked that a little better.
Wasn't
that was
liking
nice.
how she was controlling the cue ball and the object, the 1 ball then.
Yeah. But she did make the wing ball straight in that time.
But while she can see the 1, she doesn't really have a shot on it.
Yeah, she's going to be forced to play safe.
Bank the 1 down table and draw the cue ball into the back of the 4.
Yeah, that's
Or
one option.
Yeah, you can cut it and let the cue ball float over. I like the drawing it into it. It's easier to control, I think, than letting the cue ball run over there.
Yeah, you can get behind the 4. Yeah, a couple of different ways. Yeah, one way is just draw straight over, and the other way is follow to the rail and back out.
She's trying to get behind the 9. So come up into it, no.
It's just leaked out,
But
but
yeah, the 1 doesn't go. It looks like the 4 is right in the way. So Joey will be forced to play it safe here. Then off the 1 and use the 8-2 as blockers.
that's what I'm thinking.
He's spinning it a little
Of
bit.
course, he may try to bring the cue ball all the way back down table under the 9.
Yeah, so he's spinning it. He's trying to come. And he's left Karen a shot.
All right, Karen, run him out.
It worked. He bit. No. See, and it's things like that when I like that simpler safety, because even if I leave you a window, I'm leaving you a window to a bank. And not, I mean, it's a good distance here, but, it's a shot Karen Corr is supposed to make 90-some% of the time.
Yeah, but she has been struggling a lot today, missing a lot of shots that when she's shooting good, she doesn't really miss.
Like that one there.
Like that one there.
Yeah, but has she let Joey? I think he's hooked. He's gonna try and thin off of it. Come off the end rail, thin off the 1. Oh, he's trying to do kick and stick down there. So the
Looks like she can see enough of the 1 where she can bank it out there, leave the cue ball behind the 9.
banking it up table by the 5-7.
Or she might go for like a half ball hit, sending the 1 over by the 5, trying to block behind
Use
the 9.
9 as a blocker. Yep, that's a good shot. She's got him.
Yeah, and this way, when he kicks at the 1, he's forced to break out that cluster for her.
Unless you just try to bump it. He's just going to run into it. But now this is Karen's just going to cut the paint off of this 1 ball and send the cue ball 3 rails around table on you.
Yeah, send the cue ball all the way up table.
Yeah, and she's going to feather this ball. And well, she may just send it behind the 9 again, but I like getting it all the way down table.
Yep, all the way up table.
Don't rub the 4. Phew. No,
he's going to do the same thing again, just roll up on it.
Yeah, and she would have liked to have had it stopped on the side rail there, because that really takes out this 1 rail, simple kick to the end. Now she can 3 rail the 1 out of there, and stick the cue ball maybe.
I don't know if she can see all of the 1.
If not, she can bank. She's going to have to thin off of it and run out. Maybe put the 1 behind the. Just bank the 1 in and run out. Yeah.
Yeah, just bank the 1 in and run out.
Yeah. But not really run. Well, I don't know. She can break out this 5-7 from shooting.
It's sitting perfect to go for the breakout.
Yeah. She can go for it now, but where do you end up for the 4 ball if you go for the breakout now? Shoot the 2 up in the corner and get the angle to go forward to break out the 7-5.
Well, she has an angle for a breakout here too. She can go 3 rails at it.
Yeah, come up underneath it if she doesn't.
4 that way, cue ball this way, into him like that.
I like that, because if she doesn't break it out, she's underneath it where she can play safe.
Mm-hmm.
Off of the, good opportunities for playing safe if she doesn't break up the ball.
Yeah, if you go
She's
long.
She's going to hit this at warp speed.
She went a little bit long, but she can see the 5 and she can play safe off of it.
Mm-hmm.
The easy safe is you can cut the 5 into the 7 with the bottom left, bring the cue ball back under the 9. She's going to try to thin it, trying to cue ball to the other side of the 7. Yeah.
She hasn't done it, but she hasn't left a shot.
Didn't look to me like it was sitting good for what she just tried.
Yeah. That was a real tough safety there.
Can he 3 rail the 5 other? No, he can't. He can't see all of it.
He's going to thin it, and like Karen did the first safety, just cut the paint off the 5 and send the cue ball 3 rails back down to the end table maybe. But I mean, you have to just hit the outer molecule here. He's hit it too full and ran into the 9 coming out and left Karen a nice opportunity here to get one back.
Yeah.
If it, you know, cue ball hitting the 7, it's just going to double kiss and go over towards the 6 here. Oh no.
After fighting hard during that safety battle, you finally end up on top of the safety battle and then a miscue. Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, at least she didn't sell it out too bad with that miscue. He's probably going to be forced to play safe again.
Yeah.
So back to the safety battle.
He's going to use the 9. It looks like he was what he's looking at, spinning over to the 9, putting
Yeah.
the 5 on the side rail. I like this one better. There's a whole lot more room for error of how much of the ball you hit
but
here.
by going this way, it's less likely you're actually going to get her hooked by something.
Yeah.
Going the other way, you have a good chance of getting her hooked with the 9.
I think he's going to get her hooked with the 9. Nope. Came out.
All right, she can see the 5, but has not left anything easy. And may just bank the 5-1 rail straight up to the other end of the table. She may try to get behind the 9 with the cue ball.
Yeah, just bank the 5 up to mid-table and leave the cue ball behind the 9.
Or just go for the 5.
Yeah, or just bank it in and stick what you bank it in and stick the cue ball behind the 9.
Oh.
Oh no, oh no. Yeah, I like that. Bank it in and try and hold Whitey behind the 9. You have a shot on the 6 if you make it.
Yeah, I don't know if that was available, but if it was, that'd be a nice shot, but I don't know if that was available to her.
Yeah, this looks like a real good few balls here for Joey to get on the hill with. He's run a little bit long on the 6. He's going to have to run around for the 7 a little bit or draw into the end rail and spin back towards the center of the table.
Yeah, I like the 1 rail. If I can draw straight this way with some right spin back up there. I can't draw straight, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, a little bit of draw, not a lot. Drawing it, sliding off of
Going
the 6.
2 rails, you know,
That
you can
9 ball's big.
Yeah.
The scratch is big.
But he hit that really nicely.
Yeah. And draw straight back, almost at his arm there. I thought he might dig in a little bit more and, you know, come down the rail a little bit further, but this is a nice angle here. He hit that with inside to straighten it up instead of doing
the high right, which is
instead of center left.
Yeah, it's a little unusual for a 9-ball player to hit it like that. They would usually hit it with the bottom left or center left and come around for, or even a little bit of high left for the left side of the 9 for the 9 in the bottom right corner.
Yeah.
Or a little bit. Those are a little bit more typical of how a 9-ball player tends to shoot those.
Yeah. But center inside, yeah, that's
puts Joey on the hill. All right, Karen, you've given him his spot. You can start playing now.
Yep.
Stop laying down for action.
And speaking of action, if you're looking for more Derby City action, there's plenty of it on our channel, but you can also find some over at Bad Boys. Badboys.tv will take you straight to their YouTube channel.
Yes, badboys.tv. That is the correct URL.
Yes, it is. I know what I'm talking about sometimes with computer stuff.
All right. Let's see if Joey continues to have success on the break. Because he seems to have dialed in his break pretty nicely the last couple times.
Yeah, making 2, 3, 4 balls and getting a shot. Oh,
Oh, he didn't.
he's missed both the corner and the wing, the
Yeah.
one and the wing ball. But Karen doesn't really have a whole lot to start with. A safety.
She might be able to cut this in. I don't know if that 6 is in the way of cutting this in or not.
Wouldn't be. That 7 ball's huge for trying to, the 2 balls all the way down table. It could even, if you tried to cut it in, come off of the rail and off of the back of the 7 and scratch.
To me, it doesn't look like the 7's in the way, but it's hard to tell. She doesn't like it either way. She's going to play safety, and that's a nice safe.
8-3.
That's a nice safety.
Yes, it is. You got a Z back. You got a Z kick here.
You have to go for Z kick.
Z kick. Regardless of how he goes at it, it's 2 rails here. He can shoot short of the 4 here with a lot of spin, almost straight at the rail. Yeah, and go to the side rail and the end rail at the.
The old
lots of spin.
The old behind the back.
Nice
that was
hit.
Nice behind the back shot.
But he's left Karen perfect to get down table. Maybe, it's probably going to end up on. She can slide off of it and come down for the 2 in the corner.
Yeah, does she try to come under that 8-3, like along the rail?
Yeah, well, you have to. Otherwise, you're shooting a 2-4 combination.
Yeah, she's going to try to draw down, try to stay, to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a little bit of a sliding draw. She doesn't really want to
And
draw
that
it
looks
because
nice.
8-3 would, she'd almost be running into the 8-3 if, she drew it.
She hit that nice.
1 rail back out to the center of the table for the 3 in this lower left-hand corner. Oh, just shoot the 2-9, Karen. Yeah.
We know Karen likes to shoot at the cheese. She loves cheese.
Regardless of what she said to Meredith in that interview, she shoots combinations like they're hangers.
Oh yeah, she is a cheese fiend. Whether it's the yellow cheese or the blue cheese, whether she's playing 9-ball or 10-ball, she is not afraid to take a splash at the cash.
Fire them for the tournament. We have it on video 3 times.
Yeah.
Literally for the match for the tournament. Riding the cheese. Okay, the last one she ran out. She didn't ride the cheese on Brianna. That's a really good match, too, that we have.
Yeah, Karen versus Brianna. That's a good match.
Nice controlled break, Karen.
Hey, these are sitting nice. She can shoot the 1 in the side, come 2 rails around the 3, back to the middle for the 2.
Yep. It's laying nice. Just a little bit of center. Maybe a little bit below center to slide off of it to go in between the 3, 4.
Looks like she's going with inside English. And she
Straighten them up.
Some straighten them out English.
Straighten it up English.
That was a nice shot.
Got to use those technical terms. She's going to slide out around the 8. Coming straight up the line, even though she didn't come very far up the line. It was.
It's all right. She's straight in on this, a stop shot, or even roll to the rail.
I think she's going to roll forwards for the 6 because of where the 6 is. And don't get straight, Karen.
Straight's fine.
You want angle. Only thing you want straight in is the 9-ball. Nice. Shoot and stop. Might roll forward. I like the shoot and stop.
All right, make sure that cue stick is well chucked. We don't need any more miscues.
She's going to go to the rail and back out for the 8 here.
Yeah, she's not miscuing on that shot.
Nah, now just slide down for the 9 and draw straight down table. Bounce, a little spin edge, a little more spin edge.
She was a little bit straighter on the 8 than she wanted, so
Yeah.
she's being forced to just take the longer shot on the 9, but shouldn't be a problem.
There we go. Center of the hole. Karen Corr break and run.
She says, I can break and run too.
I gotcha.
You know, I can play a little too, you know.
Yeah. Just ask a girl. Oh.
All right, keep the break and runs coming, Karen. Just 3 more. That's all you need. 3
Yeah.
more break and runs. You got that.
She knows how. And that nice controlled break again. Did she move again?
She just switched sides.
Her last break was so nice.
And the one before that too. I don't know why she's switching sides now. Well, she made the wing ball.
Oh, no.
Get out of there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look at this 2 ball though. And 7.
Yeah, probably the 2-9 off of the 3 into the side pocket. Just saying.
I sense a safety coming on because we are playing 3 foul.
No, you shoot the 1, get down underneath the 2-9, shoot the 2-9 off of the 3, and park Whitey behind the 4.
Hell, just getting from the 1 to under the 2, that's a hard shot, even with ball in hand.
Okay, so you lined up the 1-9 with the with the ball in hand and leave her on the back of the 7. You bank the 1 at the line of the 9. And put the cue ball on the back of the 7.
He's just going for the 3 foul.
Oh, but you got to line up the 1-9.
And this is a tough hit. She's another Z bank.
Z kick.
Go for a Z kick.
I like 2 rails out of this upper right-hand corner at it.
So something like this, like that.
Yeah, because
Thinking?
you can even hit that. You got to hit it with some speed because you can hit it the 3rd rail, too. If you hit it short, it can come off the end rail at it too.
Yeah, if you accidentally come up, oops, if you come up short, you can hit that way. Except then you're not gonna get a rail. Probably. You might get a rail.
What if if it thins the 1 up into the 2-9? Maybe you play at the 3 rails, and it thins the 1 up into the 2-4-9, and the cue ball goes back down table.
Whew.
That was
I
close.
don't know if that was a good hit.
Yeah, I don't either.
Let's watch a replay. Oh, it looks like a split. Looks like they both moved at exactly the same time.
That's pretty close. I don't know. Because of the 9 being right there next to the 4, that is so hard to tell.
I mean, it's
a good hit.
Well, even when you go single frame, you can't tell. Therefore, it goes to the shooter.
Yep. Yeah. Therefore, it's a good hit.
Yeah. Let's look at this one more time.
That looks like the 1 moves first, actually, to me. Just contacts the 1 first. I can see,
This angle, it looked like a good hit. The other 2 angles, it looks like a split hit, which a split hit goes to the shooter anyway.
Yeah.
I think it was, man. If I was called to the table to make a calling
That
to
would be
call
a
it,
good hit.
I would say I can't tell, therefore it goes to the shooter.
No, I would have to say it was a good hit if I was at the table watching it. If you can't tell, yeah. Huh.
Yeah, except Joey looked a little upset, like I think he thought it was a bad hit.
Yeah, but everybody clapped.
Well, when you're watching live, it happens so fast you can't really tell unless you're really paying close attention. Nice hit.
Nice hit. Is he going to get rewarded
Get safe?
for
I
it?
think so. 7 ball.
Got her behind the 7. Yep. And I like the 2 rails under the 1 ball here. Karen may go 1 rail at it.
Well, another option is to come one rail across the top where the cue ball goes this
Yeah.
way and the one ball comes up this way.
And use the 2-4 as a blocker.
I think that's what she's trying. I think that's
Yeah.
what she was trying, and just caught the wrong side of the one. But the speed she hit that, I think that's what she was trying.
Yeah, and this here,
Is that 2 go?
yeah, it looks like it should. He's getting down and looking at it pretty
It's
close. That's tight.
It is tight. He doesn't seem all that happy with it. But if it doesn't go, you shoot the 1 in anyway and, bank the 2 out of there and try to roll forward to get the cue ball behind the 4, I guess.
Now shoot the 1 at the 9 ball and put the cue ball behind the 7.
He's missed it, but he's left it safe.
Nice. And now Karen's looking at the 2 railer here. She was just looking at where she needed to come off that second rail to hit the 1.
Yeah, it's not frozen, so she has
And
options.
she'd like to hit the lower side of the 1 so that the 1 banks to the end rail and the cue ball comes back down table.
Yeah,
And from here, the left side of the 1.
we got a battle going on.
Yeah. And she even has an opportunity of banking the 1 in from there, coming at that line of it. And I think that's what the line she was looking at. Oh, just missed it. It's exactly what she was looking at.
Well, we're going to find out if that 2 goes or not.
Yeah, Joey's willing that cue ball to
bump it.
that.
Nudge them apart. Because I'm thinking that he doesn't like it. I think he thinks it doesn't go, I'm thinking.
Yeah. Fire the 9.
When in doubt, ride the 9.
Yeah. Go for the cheese. Go for the ramp.
Oh, what's that high pitch sound?
I don't know, but I hear it too. He's trying to draw it, edit. Oh.
Bump it out?
Nope.
I sense a safety coming on.
Safety. Might as well ride the 9 while you're at it. I mean, yeah.
9 cross side?
Yeah, that's where you'd want to, because if you bank it anywhere else, the 2 ball's coming back down table off of the 9. Cross the 9 or just try and play it in the side. Oh. That was an all right try. I mean, if you like that kind of thing.
Well, just got her on the 4.
One rail and cut it in. I don't know if it goes in the side between the 8-6. If it does, cut it in. Just kick it in and run out, Karen.
That's all you got to do.
No sweat. You got this.
You know this shot.
You can do it.
Safe?
Sit, Ubu.
Oh, did that come out for a
It came
shot?
out.
Does he have a
Bad
shot?
2 ball.
I think he has a shot.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's almost perfect. Dang it. To the rail and back out for the 3. Want to run past the 3 so that you can get a shot on the 4. Straight in is what he does. Yeah, he's gonna have to shoot this 4 in the same hole, huh?
Yep.
Slide off of it.
Yep. And the rest of these balls are sitting pretty nice.
Yeah, duck, goose. So one thing you don't want to do here is overrun the 6.
Which he did ever so slightly.
Yeah, so do you run 3 rails back around table for it, or go spin it with English just follow it forward and spin it back out towards the center of the table?
Yeah, what he just did.
Okay. The ladder.
Yeah.
Okay. And then this 2 railer cue ball's heading right up the line at the 8.
Yeah, just make this 7, and he's a
Yeah,
he's a player. He should be able to handle this.
yeah, look, he's spinning it with a little bit of right English. Yeah, and that's just a slide off of it, slide at the, 4, 6 inches at the 9 ball from here.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, kind of like that. I was cheering for you, Karen.
I suspect Karen had lots of people cheering for her.
Oh, yeah, always. How can you not? Nice bank shot, Joey,
Yeah,
for
nice.
the match.
Had to show off and bank it in for the match. Nice shot there, Joey. Nice shooting, Joey. Nice shooting, Karen. It just wasn't your day today, Karen.
Yep.
So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe
Yeah,
to us on YouTube.
Yep, check out all our other matches. Got some good stuff there.
Yeah, go check out Bad Boys too. We got some. We put up some matches for Bad Boys too. So go check them out too.
All right, see you later.
Thanks for watching.